Hello everyone, let's start with probability today. The learning objectives for today's video is students will be able to write the sample space of the events like rolling a die or two dice, tossing of coins, one coin, two coins, three coins, four coins, and a card from a deck of 52 playing cards. Students will be able to apply the concept of sample space in the problems related to probability. Students will also be able to solve the problems based on probability. Now let's do question number 13. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a prime number, a number lying between 2 and 6, an odd number. When we throw a die once, the outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We will have 6 outcomes. So this is the total number of outcomes. Now the probability of prime number. Now 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 5 is prime. So the number of favorable outcomes are 3. And the total number of outcomes here is 6. On simplifying this, 3 ones are, 3 twos are 6. We get answer as 1 by 2. Now the next part. A number lying between 2 and 6. The number lying between 2 and 6. Now these are the numbers which are lying between 2 and 6. So number of favorable outcomes are 1, 2, 3. So the number of favorable outcomes are 3 and the total number of possible outcomes are 6. On simplifying this, we get answer as 1 by 2. Now the third part, probability of getting an odd number. See, 1 is odd, 3 is odd and 5 is odd. So the number of favorable outcomes are 3 and the total number of outcomes are 6. So answer is 3 by 6. On simplifying, we get 1 by 2. Now let's move to next question. Question number 14 is one card is drawn from a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red color, a face card, a red face card, the jack of hearts, a spade, and the queen of diamonds. Now when we shuffle a card and one card is taken out, the total number of outcomes we have 52. A king of red color. We know that there are two kings of red color. One is of heart and other one is of diamond. And the total number of outcomes are 52. So probability is 2 by 52. On simplifying, we get answer as 1 by 26. Now the second part, probability of face card. Now in a deck of 52 cards, we have 12 face cards. 3 cards in each set of cards. So total number of cards are 52. On simplifying, we get answer as 3 by 13. Now the next part, probability of red face card. Now there are 6 red face cards and the total number of outcomes is 52. So probability is 6 by 52. On simplifying, we get answer as 3 by 26. Now the jack of hearts. In a set of 52 cards, we have only one card which is of jack of hearts. So probability is 1 by 52. Now the next part, probability of spade. There are 13 cards of spade. So probability will be 13 by 52. On simplifying, we get answer as 1 by 4. The queen of diamonds. Now there is only one card which is queen of diamonds. So probability will be 1 by 52. Let's move to next question. Question number 15. 5 cards, the 10, jack, queen, king and ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. What is the probability that the card is the queen? Suppose the card is queen and it is put aside. What is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace, a queen? Now we have 5 cards. One is 10, jack, queen and king and ace of diamonds, and they are placed with their face downwards. Let's move to its solution. So these are the 5 cards. So the total number of outcomes are 5 because 10, jack, queen, king and ace. When they were face downwards, so by looking at the card you cannot tell which card is which one. Now the one card is picked up. So we have to tell what is the probability of queen, and if the card is queen and we have put it aside, then we have to tell the answer that the next card is an ace or the queen. The probability of these two we have to find out. Now let's do first part first. We have 5 cards and there's only one queen. So favorable outcome is 1 and the total number of outcomes are 5. So probability is 1 by 5. Now if we picked up the queen and we have kept it aside. So now the queen we have removed. So the total number of outcomes are 4 now, right? So probability of an ace. Now there's only one ace and the total number of outcomes are 4. So probability of getting an ace is 1 by 4. Next part is probability of queen. Now the queen is drawn and put aside. So it means now we are left with no queen. So the probability of queen will be 0. This is an impossible event. Let's move to next question. Question number 22nd. Refer to example 13, which is rolling of two dice together. You can see this example from your NCERT book, and we have to complete the following table. Event is sum on 2 dice, and the sum on 2 dice 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, and the probability of sum on 2 dice 2 is 1 by 36. This is given. Sum as 8, this is given, and sum is 12, this is also given. Now the second part, a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes. That is sum as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So he says there are 11 possible outcomes. So therefore each of them has a probability 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. Now first we will complete the table. Then I'll explain you the second part after completing the table. So first we will write the outcomes by rolling a 2 dice. When we roll 2 dice, now these are the outcomes. First die, now these are the outcomes when we roll 2 dice together. Right? Now in first part, the sum on 2 dice is 2. There's only one outcome. So probability of sum 2 is 1 by 36. This is given in the question. Next was sum as 3. Sum 3. Now see 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So favorable outcomes are 2. So probability of getting sum 3 is 2 by 36. On simplifying we can write it as 1 by 18. Now next was sum 4. Probability of getting a sum as 4. Now 1 plus 3 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 1 is 4. So we have 3 possible outcomes. So 3 by 36, it will make 1 by 12. Now the next part, next fill in the blanks was sum 5. Sum 5, 1 plus 4 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5 and 4 plus 1 is 5. So these are 4 outcomes. So we have 4 by 36. On simplifying we get as 1 by 9. Now next probability sum on 2 dice 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6 and 5 plus 1 is 6. So we have 5 favorable outcomes. So probability of getting sum as 6 is 5 by 36. Now probability of sum 7. If you see 1 plus 6 7, 2 plus 5 7, 3 plus 4 7, 4 plus 3 7, 5 plus 2 7 and 6 plus 1 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 by 36. Favorable outcomes are 6, total are 36. On simplifying we get as 1 by 6. Now probability of sum as 8. 2 plus 6 8, 3 plus 5 8, 4 plus 4 8, 5 plus 3 8 and 6 plus 2 is 8. So the total number of outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So probability of getting sum as 8 is 5 by 36. Now sum as 9. 3 plus 6 is 9, 4 plus 5 is 9, 5 plus 4 is 9 and 6 plus 3 is 9. So we have total 4 possible outcomes. 4 favorable outcomes, sorry. So probability of getting sum as 9 is 4 by 36, which is equals to 1 by 9. Now probability sum as 10. 4 plus 6 10, 5 plus 5 10, 6 plus 4 10. So we have 3 favorable outcomes. So probability will be 3 by 36. Next, sum as 11. 5 plus 6 11 and 6 plus 5 11. So favorable are 2 and total outcomes are 36. We can write it as 1 by 18. Now the last probability sum on 2 dice as 12. So we have only one such outcome. So it is 1 by 36. I hope you are clear how to fill the blank in the question given. So let's do that. So probability 3 by 36, it was 2 by this, then it was 3 by 36, it was 4 by 36, 5 by 36, 6 by 36, 5 by 36 is given, then 4 by 36, 3 by 36 and 2 by 36. If you want, you can write it in simplified form also. 1 by 12, this is equals to 1 by 9, this is equals to 1 by 6, equal to 1 by 9, and this is equals to 1 by 12, this is equals to 1 by 18. Now these are the outcomes which we have, these are the probability which we have written. Now in second part, the student was arguing that every probability should be 1 by 11. Its answer is no, we will not, we cannot say that student is correct, because he was saying since there are total 11 possible outcomes, to 11 favorable outcomes, like sum on 2 dice can be 2, can be 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So the probability for each should be 1 by 11. So its answer is no, we are not agreeing with that student, because see, all these probabilities are not same. It means this event is not equally likely. That is sum on 2 dice. These are not equally likely, as every probability is different. So the student is in on this. I have written its answer. So when the student was arguing this, so its answer is no. No, we do not agree with that student, as all these outcomes are not equally likely, because every probability was different. So events are not equally likely. So the student statement is not correct. Now let's move to next question. Question number 23rd. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and lose otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. He will win if he gets 3 heads or 3 tails, otherwise he will lose the game. Now first of all, we will write the outcomes. When we roll 3 die, when we toss 1 coin 3 times, then the outcomes are this. Can be heads on each die, HHH, HHT, HTH, HTT, THH, THT, TTH and TTT. These are the possible outcomes. These are 8 in numbers, right? So the total number of outcomes are 8. He will win if he gets all heads or all tails. Otherwise, he will lose. So, in all these cases, the Hanif will lose the game. So, favorable are 6 in number. So, probability will be 6 by 8. On simplifying, we get answer as 3 by 4. Now, let's do next question. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time? 5 will come at least once. Suppose one die is thrown twice, the total number of outcomes are 36. Now we have to answer 5 will not come up either time. That is 5 ना पहली वाली डाई पर आना चाहिए ना ही सेकेंड डाई पर आना चाहिए. उसकी probability we have to write and 5 will come up at least once. कम से कम एक बार 5 जरूर आना चाहिए. एक या एक से ज़्यादा बार आ सकता है. Now first of all we will write the outcomes. Now these are the outcomes. If you see, I have marked 5 in red. So all the digits which are displaying in red color is 5. So let's count how many times 5 is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So 11 times 5 is coming. Right? So how many times 5 is not coming? Total outcomes are 36. 11 times 5 is coming. So it means 25 times 5 is not coming. So probability of not coming 5 will be 25 by 36 because favorable outcomes are 25. And 5 is coming at least once. So 11 times 5 is coming. Right? One time or more than one time. So in the second part, favorable outcomes are 11. Let's write its answer now. So the probability of 5 will not come up either time is 25 by 36 and 5 will come up at least once is 11 by 36. Now let's move to next question. Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Give reasons for your answer. First part, if two coins are tossed simultaneously, there are three possible outcomes. Two heads, two tails or one of each. Therefore, for each of these outcomes, the probability is 1 by 3. Right? So, in first part, it has two parts. So, I'll be answering both parts one by one. Now, the first part, if two coins are tossed, remember how many outcomes will be there. There will be 4 possible outcomes. Let's write it. If two coins are tossed simultaneously, then the outcomes are HH, HT, TH and TT. So there are 4 possible outcomes. So now if you want to write the probability of heads is probability of one head is 2 by 4. This is equals to 1 by 2. Probability of two heads, it is only 1. So that is 1 by 4. Probability of two tails, it is only 1 by 4. And probability of one tail, it is 2 favorable outcomes. So it is 2 by 4 which makes 1 by 2. Now in every case, are we getting 1 by 3? So its answer is, we are not getting 1 by 3. So that statement is wrong. Now the second part, if a die is thrown, there are 2 possible outcomes, an odd number or an even number. Therefore, the probability of getting an odd number is 1 by 2. Now, if a die is thrown once, outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this question, they are saying that getting an odd number is 1 by 2 and even number is also 1 by 2. Now, odd numbers are 1, 3 and 5. So, probability of odd number, there are 3 favorable outcomes and total are 6, so it is 1 by 2. Similarly, if we write probability of even numbers are here 2, 4 and 6. So favorable are 3 and the total number of outcomes are 6. So probability is 1 by 2. So this statement is true and the first statement was false. Justification means you have to show the working. I hope you are clear about this question. Now, after watching this video, I am sure that you all are able to write the sample space of the events like rolling a die or two dice, tossing of coins and a card from a deck of 52 playing cards. And you are also able to apply the concept of sample space in the problems related to the probability. And you are also able to solve the problems based on probability. Thank you everyone.